What's going on? Everybody clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. It is because of you that you have spread the love of this channel and this community. We are now over 4,000 subscribers and counting. The goal of 2015 is to hit 5,000 and we are on our way. So continue to help me, help you, help us in this building this community. I am so grateful. I'm so happy for it. Let's jump right into it. As you can see, it's Ash Wednesday. I went to Mass already and got my ashes as a reminder that I came here as dust and I will be dust when I leave. Alright, so for all you guys that have been asking, or all you guys wondering what that is, it is the sign of the cross. I am a Catholic Christian. And I'll go into that some more. I think I've answered that question in the 50 things about melodic mic in the past. But we are going to continue on later on. What I want to do is jump on this topic real quick and just tell you guys, hey, in our society today, when did we get to the point where one person is holier than thou? Or one person is better than thou? Or one person is this and that than this person? Where we start idolizing certain things and we just start really envisioning ourselves in other people's shoes versus staying in our own lane, focusing on what we need to do. Alright, but the bigger thing about this topic today is I've come across certain people, religious people, right? And you guys know I'm spiritual, I'm religious, but I don't preach it and I live it. You know, my whole thing isn't about converting people, but being an example. And if people want to follow in the same, same path or whatnot, or just pick my brain pertaining to what I'm doing as still being a vessel for the man above to work through, then cool. But I'm not the type of person to be preaching and telling someone that, oh, you're not a great person because of this. Who am I to be saying anything about anybody else in this world? Period. We're supposed to love your neighbor. You're supposed to love the person next to you. You're not supposed to go out and just destroy and bring people down, belittle them, and just really like take advantage of the fact of they might not be as strong as you, mentally, physically, emotionally. I mean, but it gets to me that there's people out there who have this whole thing that they're holy. They probably don't know and they're subconscious about it, but they act as though they're holier than the next person, that they're this great person that you need to emulate. No, don't carry yourself. Here, let's use another example. I've noticed this when there are many people, I'm not saying all, but many people who drive nice cars and then all of a sudden are entitled to the road. Like, they think that their nice car belongs on the road. You need to get out of the way. Or they get upset because you're driving too close to their nice Beamer, Benz, or Bentley. Or, you have a nice car. It's going to get gawked at. People are going to look at it. Why are you looking at other people like sideways just because they're admiring your car and like, wow, great job? But here's the bigger thing. Why is it that just because you have a great, nice, expensive car, that all of a sudden you're better than the next person? Or you look down upon someone driving something like, I don't know, Toyota, Honda, Ford, whatever. Something that's not name brand like these rap videos are putting out there about Ferraris and Bugattis and Lamborghinis and Mercedes and Bentleys. Who are you to look down upon someone else? Alright? And let me go into further depth. You of all people should know the time and energy and effort it took you to get that car. Therefore, why are you not helping the next person if that's their goal, to reach that? All of a sudden now you got this grandiose, all this money in the bank, you got this nice cars, you got jewelry, you got chains, but here's the worst part about it. You're not doing to uplift the next person to help them get to their success. No, you stop and all you do is just sad. All you do is just sit there and just look at the great things that you have and look down upon others? Since when did our society get to that point? And when are we going to start changing that? That's my thing. When are we going to start changing our mentality to know that no matter what you have in this world, whatever you attain, that it's not going to satisfy you wholeheartedly. You're not going to be fulfilled. You're always going to want more. And if you get to that point, let me ask you this. Extend a hand back and help the next person. Trust me, it is priceless when you see the next person grow and you've been a small integral part of that person's growth. Remember that. Alright? So, to wrap it up, why are we acting like we're holier than the next person or we're better than the next person? Why? Let's get over that, people. We're here to uplift, love thy neighbor, right? Help one another out to reach that point where we are in a successful place. And if we can get this across here in the States and people start realizing don't take advantage, don't step on top of people in order to get to another level. No, it's about helping and walking amongst each other to get to that level together. All right, please comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. I really am sensitive about this because I've known so many people that as they reach higher upper echelons in their business and all their accolades and all that stuff, they forget about that process that took them to get there, and they're now willing to all of a sudden extend a hand back and teach the next person. Why? Remember what this whole community is about. Help me, help you, help us here in this community. Alright, so comment below, let me know what you think, and then let's jump on in right here to continue the 50 things about Melodic Mike that you guys are asked, common questions. We are on number 41 through 45. I'm going to jump into it right now. Here we go. How long have you been single? And how do you keep yourself from struggling from being single? Since a lot of your videos are about relationships. I started to date. I'm not with anybody right now, but I started to go out on dates. But I was single. I've been single for like 7.5, 8 years. And you know what? The biggest thing I can tell you about being single, there's those lonely times that everybody talks about, but those are the times where you really learn about yourself and what I focused on my growth and what I want to do with myself, my career, my travels, how I'm going to save money for the future, and just things like that, how I'm going to create more life experiences. And the more life experiences that I create, the more people I meet, therefore putting myself out there for potentials. So that's how I overcame being lonely and stuff like that. You just continue moving on and you continue living life and you goal set and you plan on what you want to do to make this life, this one life you have, very fruitful. Alright, number 42. Do you like or dislike surprises? I love surprises. I love people that are heartfelt. I love people, you know, that are thinking of me, just randomly thinking of me, and all of a sudden, boom, a surprise comes to mind. They want to surprise me. Love it. Why am I going to hate that? Someone else is thinking about me. I would do the same for someone else unless they tell me that they don't like surprises. But love it. Alright. 43. What 3 items would you take to a deserted island? Oh jeez. I would say, that's a great question. Let me get back to you on that one. I didn't think about this one. Let's go 44. Do you collect anything specific? Looking for the answers. Do I collect anything specific? I love sneakers. And for Lent, that's what I gave up shopping. Like, online shopping, anything shopping. I realized as I was looking through my closet and I'm giving away stuff, and I have a lot of clothes and I have a lot of shoes. And so sneakers, I guess, were the biggest thing that I collect. I like oddball sneakers, not your typical like Jordans and stuff like that. I don't do basketball players' names. No, I'm not like a sneakerhead like those. I just find random shoes every so often and I'll buy them. None of my shoes are over 30 bucks. That's the other thing too. I have this quota where it's like, I can't spend over 30 bucks on a pair of shoes. I don't know. Go figure, right? It's one of those things. But yes, I love collecting that. And let's see here. That's all I can say. Oh, different types of like crosses and rosaries. Yeah, that's my thing too. Love that. Alright. Let's see here. Going back to top 3 things, number 43 that I would take to a deserted island. Let's see, I would take Bible. I would say water. And I would say, let's let's see, you said deserted. So some sort of food or some sort of tool, a tool that I could use to hunt, a tool that I could use to build a fire, a tool that I can use to build like shelter. So I don't know, a hammer or something like that. So some sort of tool. Tool, water, Bible. Cool, there you go. First three things came to mind. And the last question, number 45. Have you ever thought about writing a book? If yes, tell us more about it. Have I ever thought about writing a book? Yes. When all of this is continuing on, my thought process about writing a book has to do with, what you call it? I haven't entitled it, but in just basically about growing up in an Asian immigrant family, and the disparity of how my parents, their upbringing, my upbringing, how that kind of just not smush and didn't work out, and helping parents and youth figure out how to bridge that gap. I think that's something I've always wanted to do, is to make both sides open-minded on how to bridge that gap. You know, the traditional Asian ways of upbringing, their upbringing, and how they're going to bring over their youth, and then us over here, how we were brought up in our society, in our culture, how that's different, but we all can blend together. So bridging that gap. Also, just my memoirs, I want to do a book about that. So a lot of thoughts, a lot of ideas. We'll see where it goes. All right. But on that note, I got 5 more questions to answer. Please go ahead and continue sending it. vladimike@gmail.com. If you have anything, next video we'll wrap that up. But thank you so much. Just remember, all right, that we are never better than anybody. We're just growing, and let's work together. Help me, help you, help us build this community. All right. So until next time, take care, stay blessed, and I will see you soon. Cheers.